Thanks for being patient there, guys. Safety second. Absolutely not. Safety first. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in again, and let me tell you, I'm excited for this video here today. I'm not gonna make the intro too long here because, you know what? Sometimes I look at myself too when I'm rambling, and I'm like, Crypto Hero, why don't you just shut the f up, okay? So that's what I'm feeling right about now. So I'm gonna shut up, jump into the computer, and let's bust this shit. All right, here we go.
Worldwide webbers and LAN connectors, how we doing today? So today we are going to talk about two things. LAN Connect is a lot more than what most people think. There is a reason why I went 5 times plus more into LAN Connect because of simply what their business model was. So when you're going to invest in all these lending platforms, right? And for a couple months there, it was just a free for all, just pull the old ripcord and hope you land one and score one. But my strategy was a little different because I actually wanted to break down each platform, and before I put money into it, I wanted to see which one had the most bang for its buck, right? Whether you're going to put 5 grand, 10 grand, or 1 grand into one of these platforms, wouldn't you want to put it into one that could be worth 5, 10, 15, 20 times the amount of money than the other ones just because it had a better idea? So think about it, equal across the board. Half of these have just scammed out, right? So that's why everyone in the Telegram group is freaking the F out, because they're all freaked out. It's going to be that, and the price is dropping and dumping and blah blah blah, and it's just a bunch of BS. Because if you actually had followed this project the whole time, you'd understand that this is the first lending platform that has actually hit every milestone that they have put in place. To me, that's a level of trust. So keep in mind, 99% of these platforms, you cannot talk to the owners, or they are anonymous, okay? And it is what it is. You can't change that. So if I was going to invest money into a business, number one, okay, not number one, in all honesty, number one would be the people behind the program and the business. Number 2 would be the idea. And then number 3 is if they have the tenacity and the balls to see it through, okay? So under these circumstances, this is different, right? Because in all these platforms, almost all of them, no one shows their face. You probably don't even know their real names. However, what I can base it off of now, and what I base it off from the beginning, is the potential of the idea. And if they happen to follow through with that idea, it would be so much greater than the other ones. So why would you not invest more in that one? If they're all equal risk, and you don't just base things off the website, which you shouldn't. And yeah, LAN Connect struggled in the ICO phase and all the FUD and people freaking out and big YouTubers and yada yada. I still was like, you know, half these YouTubers just, no offense to them, they just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just know that they could put up a YouTube video about a month and a half ago and get 600 views without doing SEO, without running some traffic to it, without... It was idiotic, you know, and you can still get some of that now, but what I'm trying to say is that why listen to someone when they just say they're out, you know? It doesn't really make sense. I want to explain to you guys how we earn money and how this company is going to earn money, okay? So let's get right into it. So how to earn, right? This is what we have going for us and how to earn, okay? And then in this, you can assume they're talking about us, but in all reality, they're talking about their business too and what's going into their pocket, okay? So for lending, right? When they make money, I make money. That's how these work, okay? So in lending, right, you have your LCT, and the current market value of each LCT determines what price at that point. If I had 100 LCT, and I was going to go do a loan right now, I could do a loan with LendConnect for all the beginners that don't know, because I've seen a lot of confusion in the Telegram group. You are lending your LCT, and it's going to be a USD value that's converted to, and that is the amount of loan you have in with LendConnect. So say I had 100 times that 100 times this, so 623, okay? 623 with an average daily percentage back of interest of 2% is what is after the promotional period of 5% per day, okay? So it's going to range based on their bot and their traders, okay? But when they go make, let's say they make one day 6% or 5, okay? We're going to get paid out 2. You better believe it, they're gonna pay themselves some too, based on that, off of that loan when they're trading and their bot is going to work, and they're gonna pay us out some too. It's a win-win. Affiliates, you bring someone into the program, you share LCT with them and the vision for this, they come on board through your link, you are going to get a little kickback in USD form in your dashboard. At that point, you can then convert it to LCT, or you can put it into a current loan you already have and reinvest it. Very simple. It's very easy. When you make money doing this, LendConnect makes money too. It's that simple. What a lot of people I don't think are understanding though is this part. Okay, the exchange. Why would I go 5 times greater and more? Trust me, the 5 times is increasing rapidly with these on sale rates the last couple days. And why would I do that? Why would I do that compared to any other program when this actually did worse in the ICO? Why? When everyone's running, I'm running towards it, because they're all the same risk. More than all the sites would just shit out on the ICO. So the logic is I was still looking at the idea that, hey, if one of them is going to hit, and it could hit, and these guys do follow through with what they're going to do, this one's going to be 20 times bigger than any of the others. Let me explain to you why. The exchange, okay? When they make this exchange, they're not falling into just the lending space anymore. They're just not. They're a different beast. It is a different animal. And I'm going to break that down to you with these links I have up here, up above. And I wish this could, I'm going to do this. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Wowzers. Man, I hope this video is not too plain and boring, but this is some stuff I really believe in, okay? We're talking about the exchange. Yeah, that's why this platform is different, okay? So let's break down the money with this and what that means. Before we do that, let's look at what has happened in the past, because you can take a lot of knowledge from the past, whether it's people, whether it's systems, or whether it's other businesses in the crypto space. So that is what we are comparing today, okay? Because before I jump into those and I compare those, let's talk one last time on LendConnect's exchange, okay? When their coin goes up in value as the internal exchange gets closer, which is to be released in February 14th, the FOMO will increase. This number will increase. Whales will come here and they will buy all of this. Okay? That's just what will happen, okay? When people have serious amounts of Bitcoin, there's a time and a place when they move and place their money, and they'll know that the absolute explosion is when the streamline takes place on the internal exchange. So what's the other thing that's going to happen when the internal exchange happens? This is going to be closer. The exchange where they accept other lending coins. And if I was Sam and their development team, I would bridge that gap. Now, this is just me in my opinion. I would bridge that gap of between a lending business and more traditional blockchain crypto businesses. And I was thinking about this months ago. If someone could bridge that gap, if a company could bridge that, because right now it's two different worlds. People love it or they hate it. if you could prove that you were a reputable company and you were in a country that would allow you for growth, there is a huge opportunity there, okay? And what I'm trying to say is that look at these fees over here at Coin Exchange. Whenever I go to buy LCT, dang it, I'm not logged in. You know what? Give me 1 second. Okay, and so what I was saying is look what happens here when I go to want to buy 300 LCT. Okay? Do you see this number right here? Guy, I might have to bust out a freaking like the crowns and like maybe some arrows for you guys to understand. Oh, look at that. I don't even know what I'm doing. Here we go. I'm going to erase that one. Boom. Boom. Whammy! Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. And you know what else I'm going to do? Shit. I'm going to change these colors here. I'm going to draw even a circle around it. See that? Look at that. Okay. I got carried away. But what I'm trying to say is, see that? 0.15%. Okay? Okay? Remember that number, because that is the number Coin Exchange gets when there's ever a buy or a sell. Okay? When someone buys something, they get that in Bitcoin. Whenever someone sells something, they get that in Bitcoin. Okay? Remember that. So let's bust out the calculator now, okay? So, now, with me just explaining that, understand that when you go and buy, and this is, bear with me, people, that if this is too dumbed down for you, this is for people that are newer and don't understand this concept, so I'm explaining it to them, okay? So we're talking about the exchange again, right? Where you're buying your LCT right now, there's a percentage of LendConnect's business model that is going to be similar. Exchange, okay? Now, do I know fully of how many coins they're going to bring on, or what coins they're going to accept, or how it's going to fully come about when the internal exchange is ready? No, I do not. They have not shared that information with me yet, so I'm going based off what they're saying. But once again, I can learn from the past within this company in itself. And the past shows they've done everything they've said they've done. So I have a feeling they're going to follow through with this. Is that idiotic for me to think that? I don't think so. So anyways, exchange, we're back on it, okay? They're going to make money every time someone has another lending coin or another altcoin. Maybe they accept all the big dog players. I don't know what strategy they're going to go with it. I have no idea. Maybe it's not little altcoins. Maybe it's lending coins, and maybe it's the big players. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, yada yada, whatever. Okay? The point is when people go to buy and sell their coin, they are going to make a percentage from every transaction. And you better believe it, they're going to make a profit off that. And this right here, notice when you're at the top, it says, how do you earn? Now, some people might argue that, oh, they're referencing that when you exchange your USD interest back into LCT. Maybe so. Maybe that's what it is. But what I believe is, and regardless if that's just the case and what this is referencing to, I believe that there will be enough money that they are generating per day and per month that they will be able to pack a reserve on the days when their traders just aren't feeling too hot, or say they went out the night before, they got a little tipsy, they had a good times, and they woke up a little late. You know, it's a weekend, things happen, things slip through the cracks, maybe they didn't have a good day. Oh, no worries. We're going to dip into our reserve fund and we're going to pay our investors every damn day because we have an exchange attached to our business model, and we make bank from this and from this and from this. And staking is still being decided. There's talk that they might bring it back for staking, so that's why this is here. They're not going to make as much money off staking. However, it is a great strategy in my opinion still, because, and if I was a part of the development team, hypothetical scenario, and I was making a decision, I would revote it, and I would probably vote for it because there's a lot of people within the industry that like staking, okay, in the lending space and in the traditional cryptocurrency space and businesses and other ICOs that are traditional ICOs. It is getting more and more common to stake. It is a term of trust. So once again, this is another strategy to blend the two worlds. And the first the first team, the first lending platform that comes into the space and isn't a cheap freaking douchebag that steals people's money, and they go through with an idea like this, and they see it through for years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, it will be a multiple billion-dollar company, okay? You know what's cooler than 1 billion? 20 billion plus. Yeah, that exactly, okay? Yeah, okay, call me crazy, whatever. I don't care. Here we go. Let me just show you. 0.15%. Remember, this is what we're talking about here. This video is going to be a little longer because you guys got to understand this. What we're going to do is we're going to grab some of the greater volume days. Oh my gosh. Merry Christmas to me, you, and everyone freaking looking at this project. Go get them. Okay, volume. We're going to look at these days because once this, it's all good. I could calculate these numbers and it would blow your mind too, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go for the ones that make sense. This is where we will be at when the Eternal Exchange comes out. And the whole block is bought up here. Boom, gonzo. Everything in the Internal Exchange, right? Price is going back up. We're looking at these numbers. So let's take this one here. This is, you know, $20. Volume's good. Let's take this number, okay? So imagine, why am I taking this number? Just so anyone doesn't know. This is the volume. You can assume that if they were doing this on Coin Exchange and Ether Delta, that, and I know there's, you know, I don't know for sure if this is just from Ether Delta or Coin Exchange and which one they're pulling the data from, you know. So if this calculation is a little bit off, just run with what the point is, okay? So we're going to do 3,374,660, okay? $3,374,660, okay? That is the amount of buying and selling that will be happening on their internal exchange. What you do is you times this number, okay, times 0.15, okay? Do you guys see that? Does that make any sense to you at all? Okay? That's not $50,000. That's $506,199 from only a average day. Okay? This is what they will bring in from the exchange fees. Now, of course, they have costs. They have costs. Oh my gosh. Who would have thought? Costs for a business. Let's assume their costs are 60%. Okay? So that means they're going to be profiting 40%. Did I do my math right? Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, let's go with that. So we're going to times this number, 0.40 equals, oh my goodness, wow, $202,479.60. Wow. Okay. So, in the crypto world, yeah, that's not a lot of money, but that was in one day. Okay? So, even if they get 10 lending coins to get behind their concept, and trust me, there are coins out there. And by the way, oh man, I should pull it up. Crypt Opa. That guy's a legend. You guys should go check out his channel. I might have to do a whole video on that guy. One of his last videos, or a couple of the last, he talked about this kind of he definitely talked about this same concept, and he broke it down, all those companies and their individual volumes, into more detail. You should watch his video if you want to explore this idea more. But I think I believe he used the example Numiv. Yeah, I think that was it. And they can't get listed. There's a lot of coins that can't get listed. You know, they can't make the coin exchange. Be grateful we even made it to coin exchange, you know, and we gained serious momentum on CoinMarketCap, okay? We're on the map. We're on the freaking map. Look at this up here, 488. Yeah, nothing to be bummed about. This is when you pop bottles. This is when you're partying. This is when you're buying. This is when you're having a good time. Remember in the good old days when Lend Connect was $5.08, okay? Don't believe me? Suit yourself. Anyways, $202,000 is what they profited in one day. Gosh damn it, high school paid off. Holy mother of awesomeness. That's not a bad business, I'll tell you that. That is not a bad business. I think it's a genius idea. Quite honestly, I'm happy they did it because I was tempted to do something like it because, you know, I know some people that know some people, and I know some people personally that are developers, and I know some smart mother, you know what. So I was thinking about it, but you know what? I'm glad they did instead, and I'm happy to support them. So with that being said, that's what we're working with for the exchange. Just the exchange, okay? Not the lending. I'm getting very distracted and overwhelmed, as you can tell, because these numbers are crazy and very sustainable because they're having this. If it was just this and this and this, average lending platform, hashtag boring. But no, they have this. This is in the ingredient. And I'm going to explain to you in the next 2 minutes. We're almost done here. God, I can never get my fingers in the screen. There, this side. 2 minutes. I'm going to explain to you why you want to be patient and let them take the time in building this right, because if you half-ass this, they will get sniped. And they will get so many hackers coming after them, so they need to keep it tight because it's a big project. So give them their time. Let them build the internal exchange right, so we have not a 3 or 4 month business, a 3 or 4 or 5 or 10-year business. Gotta believe it. I believe it. I could be wrong. Once again, most of the time all this is glorified gambling. It is the crypto world, but hey, gambling's good, let me tell you. For me, I personally believe in this thing, and money's great, and yes, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm trying to make some money too. However, money doesn't make me tick. I like game-changing projects. But, point, my homies, my peoples, remember this? MT Gox. My friends that have been in the game since 2013-14 or before know that what this is. If you don't know what this was an exchange, one of the OG exchanges, and in 2014, February, there was a disappearance of their coins, okay? Hackers, and a lot of Bitcoin, okay? 850,000 Bitcoin, okay? Here's my point with this. Was it stolen? Did they take it? Who knows? There's a lot of controversy around it. That's not the point with this. My point with this is, why would you rush? Why would you rush Sam or any of the development team when there's such a big opportunity here? Why would you rush them and then something doesn't get coded right? Someone slips through the cracks and takes all the Lend Connect coins, and they slowly sell them off for the next 2 months, and then Lend Connect's worth nothing. What do you think of that? Yeah, we don't want that to happen. So, let them do their thing. They've provided a bitchin' product already. They're going to bring the rest. They're going to bring the heat. This I bring up not to freak you out. I bring you up to let them do their job, let them do it right, so we can all be on the gravy train with biscuit wheels, okay? We do not want to become them in the lending space. We do not want to rush into this and then we collapse. We want to build it right. We want to grow slowly, gradually, and this business model can dominate. That just is what it is. I like to use 2 real examples, at least in my latest videos, of the path this is following. Some of you will laugh at me. How could you compare LendConnect to Binance? Well, I can tell you why. Binance is an exchange. LendConnect, it's going to be an exchange. It's simple. Let's look at what happened to their coin in the last month. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to speak here in Satoshi, guys. I'm going to talk US dollars because it's a little bit easier for people to understand that are new, and 90% of the people are new in the LendConnect circle and space. So, look at here, guys. What do we got? $2? Oh, yeah, look at that. December 1st. $2 to, come on. Oh, wow, $24. 12. That's 6 weeks. That's pretty good. That's, let's see here, times 12. 12x. 12x on a traditional coin in a month and a half? Hello. Merry Christmas to me. Wowzers. Okay. So, this is an exchange. If you don't know what Binance is, you need to know. You need to know what this is. You need to go get an account now. Like yesterday. So, I'll talk another video of all the things they do to create a viral scenario and the background I have and how valuable this is. So it's not for this video, okay? It's definitely not for this video because this video has been way too long. If you guys listen to this whole video, I commend you because I would not personally. I didn't even know that myself. You know, so this is gonna be one of those long ones. I'm gonna really have to get back to like just like a 6 minute or 5, you know. Anyways, so Binance, yeah, okay. I'm really comparing these because what happened to the coin. I mean, wowzers, they got a lot more here going on, okay. Market cap's a much different category than we are. We're on the baby stage here still. We are before we have our exchange, okay. LendConnect, they're working on it. What makes the value of the coin go up? You can use Binance's coin, BNB, to pay for your transaction fees, okay, with a discount. So this creates an urgency to use their coin. You are paying Binance with their coin. They have more control of their coin. They also have a burn program. But the fact that the coin is in use, like LendConnect is, remember, when you lend at a certain price, the product is lending. You are lending and you're getting a return on your USD value. Why is that an interesting concept? Because whether LendConnect is $6.23 or whether it's $623, it does not matter. Because the coin is just the currency. It's just the means to the product. Binance coin is just a means to their, it is a means to their main product. The value of their coin going up is not the product. Their product is an exchange, okay? LendConnect's product is an exchange, and it is lending. It is not affiliate marketing. It is not staking. It's an exchange, and it is lending, okay? The coin going up in value is a bonus. So understand that. Why will people... If you make this model sustainable, why people are like, probably like, well, why would you ever want to get involved when the coin hits $400? Well, I'll freaking tell you why. In a freaking bull market like it is right now, this could linger. Okay, some people have different opinions. Yeah, and some people are like, the contracts are gonna be done and then boom, it's gonna rocket. True, it could. Or there could be a lull for 6 months or a year or a couple years. I've seen it. from when I bought Bitcoin in 2013 and 14. Like, I saw some lulls. There's some lulls for years. Okay, it happens. What is beautiful about this concept, and if these guys actually continue to build trust, which we don't know yet, we just don't know. That's up to Sam. That's on him to make that happen. Build the trust gap. What I'm trying to say is the coin going up in value, and anything in the crypto space, it is not. That is not the business. That is the currency. That is the store of value. The products are the projects and the tech they are working on. The product is what you can do with those things. Product is the exchange. Product is lending. When the coin is $300, which it will get there, why would you buy the coin for $300? Because when you exchange it for USD value, that means if you have 10 coins and you go to do a loan with LendConnect, it'll be a $3,000 loan. A $3,000 loan that you will make on average 0.2% a day, which you can then compound into the same contract, which falls under aggregated loans, which is true compounding, okay? Times this, times 0.02. That's what you're going to get back daily. You're pumping that back into the same loan, okay? Then you got 3,000. Then you got 3,000. 60 times 0.02. Well, holy freaking cattle, you get a little bit more than the next day, okay? That's how compounding works. That is the business. Exchange is the business. The coin going up in value, perk for early adopters, not the business, okay? That is why when the coin, and it's a beautiful motto, when the coin is $300, it is valued the same because the business is what you get back. The business is when you lend, you are lending out a loan, your money to their traders to make more money because the crypto space is very volatile and they can make heaps of money from that. And then you can make heaps of money from the exchange because people want to trade out their coins, and they will want to trade out their other lending coins for LendConnect because it will have the highest rates. Remember, 2% times 50,000. Nice. $1,000 a day. That's good. Why will they just come in by the thousands? Because we have better interest rates. If they make this happen, it will be worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. They just got to keep it going for years. I don't understand why all these companies exit scam. It makes no sense. They must just be like too much little nerdsters behind their computer, and they don't have a vision for 3 years. I mean, what's wrong with eating top ramen and doing some raw shit and working it out and staying up, pulling all-nighters? I've done it in businesses. Freaking do it. Why don't they do it? I commend Sam if he does. It's a noble deed, and he should do it. This is what he's promising. This happens, billions of dollars. This coin value could go to anything with the low supply. It could be ridiculous if this stayed for the long term. Could be worth thousands. Okay, and I'm not getting carried away. The other one is KuCoin. I'm not going to get into it. The point is when you have a coin, a currency that you are using as the catalyst for the main product, which is an exchange, there is forced use of this coin. LendConnect will be able to make a reserve from that. There'll be even less circulating supply. Price will continue to go up. They'll only keep that as a reserve, just as a backup. Anyways, that's all I have for you. The price of the coin could move like these because you are using the coin as a product. The coin isn't just sitting there and floating. It is actually, you are actually using the coin to purchase a product. You are using it. There's a real life use. The product is lending. You're paying people to trade for you. It's that simple. Okay? That's what it is. Anyways, this video is long. If you didn't watch it, I totally understand. It is a very long video. If you did, I commend you. I hope this helped a little bit. I feel like it needed to be a long video. Like, people got to understand that this price is like psycho how cheap it is. It is like you will have a hard time fathoming how cheap this is when the internal exchange is done, and if they follow through with, if they deliver a good product. If they deliver a bad product, it's done. It's done. There's nothing else to talk about. The idea is done. It was an idea. It was fake. It was a fugazi. You know, it was just an idea. There was enough action. Okay? Ideas are they're just ideas, even if they're just ideas for a couple months. The real game is 3 years, baby. The real game is 3 years. Trust me, I know. Anyways, I'm all riled up. It's not as lighthearted as my other videos, but you know what? It is what it is. It's been real, you guys. See you in the next video. They're going to be shorter. I promise you, they will be shorter. They will be shorter. Thank you.